And then there are walls that are man-made, like Jericho wall. By the way, we'll be talking about Jericho wall in a moment. In fact, our text is from Joshua chapter 6, verse 20. Joshua 6, verse 20. So the people shouted when the priest blew with the trumpet, and it came to pass when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat. So there are walls that are natural, walls that are inherited, walls that are man-made. And then, probably the most critical of all of them will be the walls you build yourself. The walls that you erected yourself. That is blocking your way. But in the name of the one who made heaven and earth, in the name of the one who allowed you to be alive till today, every wall must come down today. I'm going to be brief like I promised you, but let's take the Red Sea as an illustration. Like I said, the Red Sea only became a wall when it blocked the way of Israel to the Promised Land. And the Red Sea is symbolic of delays. The children of Israel were already going. They've left Pharaoh and his hosts far behind. But when they got to the Red Sea, they were stuck. And they were stuck there until the enemy caught up with them. The Red Sea represents wars that allow people that you have left behind to catch up with you, particularly enemies. The Red Sea represents the kind of wars that can send you back to square one. Because the plan of Pharaoh and his host was, to recapture the children of Israel and take them back into slavery. The Red Sea represents situations that can cause you to backslide, to go back to where you have already said bye-bye. The Red Sea represents walls that can render your previous victories useless. Children of Israel had already left Egypt singing victory songs because at long last they were delivered. They left with a lot of wealth. They were healthy. But the Red Sea wanted them to go back so that all the previous victories can become useless. The Red Sea represents the kind of wall that not only delays you for enemies to catch up with you, it will ultimately lead to death. I give you just one example. Samson. The problem of Samson was that he was a Jew. living among enemies of the Jews. He was born to be a mighty conqueror. But there was a war. And that war was that he was always looking in the wrong direction. And when the enemy finally caught up with him, the fact that he alone, single-handedly, had killed 1,000 of them was no longer of any consequence. He captured the champion, plucked out his eyes, bound him, sent him to prison to begin to dance before the idols. And finally, he died. I pray today, in the name of the one who sent me, every Red Sea in your way shall part.